Okay, so we're just going to jump right into this week's meal prep. So for my lunches this week, I'm going to be having a couple of different bowls. The first one is an enchilada bowl. So first up, I'm going to make the enchilada sauce. So this sauce is so easy to make. Everything just goes into the pan at once, and that is it. So I will have all the recipes linked down below, so be sure to check out the description box. So in a saucepan, I am adding in 3 cups of free-range chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, a half of a teaspoon of onion salt, a half of a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half of a teaspoon of sweetener, a quarter teaspoon of chipotle powder, a quarter teaspoon of instant coffee powder, a dash of ground cloves, and a dash of ground cinnamon. So you're going to bring this to a boil and simmer until the liquid has reduced to about 2 cups. And this is what it looked like after it simmered for about 30 minutes. I really didn't watch it. I was doing other things, and so I just kept stirring it. But you guys, this sauce is tasty. It is really good. So I will definitely be making this anytime I need enchilada sauce. So the next part of the enchilada bowls are the refried beans keto style. So recently I saw Danielle over at Daniela Diaries make this recipe. I will have her channel linked down below and the original recipe also linked down there. So the first thing you want to do is peel and slice an eggplant, which you guys, peeling an eggplant is much harder than what I thought it was going to be. I guess I never peeled one before. So you also want to cut it up into little pieces. And then in a skillet, you're going to take 4 slices of bacon that have been cut up into pieces, and then the eggplant. And you're going to cook this until the bacon is all nice and crispy and the eggplant is super soft. It takes about 10 minutes or 15 minutes for me because my husband totally distracted me and my bacon got a little bit too crispy, and so did the eggplant. But it still tasted good, but yours will not be as dark as mine if you do it right. So while the eggplant is cooking, I'm going to work on the next part. So I have half of a yellow onion here and also 1 jalapeno. I'm just going to use my little chopper here and chop it up nice and finely. And I also forgot to show this part. Once the eggplant bacon mixture is done, you want to remove it from the pan, but leave any grease in the skillet. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the onion jalapeno mixture into the saucepan, or skillet actually, along with 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And then once all that has cooked up, you want to add in 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of cayenne. And also then I'm going to go ahead and let that cook up, and I'm going to puree the eggplant bacon mixture. So you just want to place that into a food processor and puree it up until it's nice and smooth. So once the eggplant bacon mixture is all pureed up, you want to go ahead and place that into the skillet with the onion mixture, and then also a half of a teaspoon of oregano. So the recipe says to cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes until it forms a paste, adding in water as needed. I ended up adding in about 3 tablespoons of water. And you guys, this definitely gives you the feeling you're eating refried beans. It was really good. And granted, mine were a little dark because, again, they were overcooked. But I will definitely be making these again. It was really good. You don't even know you're eating eggplant. You don't at all. With all the spices in there, it is really good. So definitely, guys, don't let the eggplant or any of the other ingredients deter you from making this. So the last part of the bowl is to cook up the ground beef. I'm also adding in some spices. I just added in like onion, salt, garlic powder, that kind of thing. Also thought it would be tasty to add in some of the enchilada sauce as well. So I added in just a little bit of that. So now it's time to assemble the bowls. So I'm starting off by adding in 3/4 of a cup of the beef mixture, a 1/4 cup of the eggplant refried beans, and about 1/8 of a cup of the enchilada sauce, and then some cheese and some green onion. You guys, I am so excited for this lunch next week. So the second bowl I will be having is a pizza bowl. So to prepare this bowl, I'm going to chop up a green pepper and add that to a pan with a little bit of avocado oil so I can saute it up until it's nice and tender and brown. Also going to brown up some ground beef. So once the beef has cooked almost all the way through, I'm adding in some onion salt, garlic powder, and Italian seasonings, and a half of a cup of the tomato sauce. So on a sheet pan, I'm laying out some salami, Canadian bacon, and some pepperoni. And these are going to go into a 375-degree oven for about 5 minutes. So now it's time to put together the pizza bowls. So I'm going to start off by adding in 3/4 of a cup of the meat mixture, some of the green peppers, and then start adding in the meat. So I'm doing 2 slices of Canadian bacon, 3 slices of salami, 4 slices of pepperoni, and 1 slice of bacon. And I'm going to top that off with some mozzarella cheese and 1 tablespoon of the tomato sauce. So you guys tell me this doesn't look good. I cannot wait to have this one either. So I have 2 different options for lunch this week. I also did some basic prep like cooking up batches of bacon, grating up some cheese, and making some hard-boiled eggs in my pressure cooker. So you guys, please give me a thumbs up if you like meal prep videos. And if you want to see more, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
I see the light inside your eyes. You make me feel like